Hello everyone, come on in. Welcome to my home. This is Charlotte and it is index card time. So this week, I want to say we're on week 21. I don't know if that's right. I lost count quite a while back. I just quit counting. So this is what I came up with. Here is my index card. And this is really a double index card because this is an index card as well, even though you can't see it. You probably wouldn't have to use an index card for this. You could just cut a piece of cardstock or a piece of paper. But because I have pattern paper here, I did not roll back the cardstock. So this is going to take 2 pieces of cardstock, and my cardstock is a 4x6. So this is what we are creating today. Hopefully you like that. And let's get started. Let's see if I can remember what I did. I have some pattern paper, and this will be my front. This is graphic 45. This is not graphic 45, but this is going to be the back. Here are my 2 pieces of, my 2 index cards, and this is leftover from the other one. I thought maybe we might use this. I'm not sure. And then, I know this will be the inside back, and this will be the front. And I need to have this piece here is going to go on here so that when we roll this back, this is what you're going to see when the tag is taken out. Hopefully that makes sense. So I am going to just glue this on there. Might as well do that and get that out of the way. And then we will play with the, we'll roll. And you can use tissue paper. You can use anything that you want. I have found, just as a hint, and this may not be the same for you, but I have found that if you use a thin paper, it is much easier to roll than if you're going to use a hard piece of cardstock. I have more difficulty if I use cardstock than if I use a thinner paper. The cardstock tends not to want to roll. It tends to want to bend. And so if you have success using cardstock, then by all means, please let me know what your little secret is, because I'd like to know that. Okay, so this is the back. This is your journal card. If you want to write on your index card, this will be your journal card. So the back is done, and now we need to work on the front. So you can see when you roll this, you're going to need something. If this is the way that your card is going to be, you're going to need something to put on your back side, this side up here that you're going to roll. So what we're going to do, I don't even know if that even made any kind of sense at all, but what we're going to do, hopefully this will make sense to you when you see what we're going to do. We're going to take some pattern paper, and that's going to be plenty, and we are going to let's do this. We're going to glue this down because then we're going to cut it. We'll put our front piece on, then we're going to cut it, And when you slice this, cut this down and roll it, this is what you're going to see. That's what we want. And I think I do want the lettering, even though you're not going to see that much of it. So let's go ahead and glue this. And I am, well, I'm just going to glue it right on here because I didn't bring anything to protect my surface. And I think I'll be okay. I hope everybody's having a really, really great day today. So we're going to glue this on to here. White on white is not the easiest thing to see. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, white on white. And I've come over, not a big deal. I don't care about that. And I think I am done with this because I am going to be going to my art glitter glue. But let's trim this off. And I just had my scissors. Here we go. I tried to straighten up and separate my scraps. I decided I'm keeping my scraps, and I think I'm going to come on and we're just going to have to work with scraps at least once a week. I'm going to show you what I've got for scraps. You won't believe it. And if you know, every time you make a project, you have scraps. So if you're not going to use those scraps, just toss them. I mean, you really have three options with your scraps. You can keep them and use them. You can toss them, or you can just do nothing. So, yeah. Now, when I did this one here, I distressed this after I rolled it, and I'm wondering if it might be easier. I'm going to try this just because I really don't know. I'm going to try this. Let's see if this works. I'm going to distress this. It may not help at all, and hopefully I need to put some more ink in here. Hopefully this is not giving anybody, it's not shaking the table or the camera. I did get a tripod, and so I need to unpack it and play around with it, and I got new lighting. So we'll see how we like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to attach this piece on here. This is our pocket. Let's see, is that what I did? No. We're not going to do that. No, we're not. We're going to cut this. No, I've already messed this up. Did I mess this up? Wait a minute. I have to stop and think about this. Yes, we are going. Oh my goodness. Yes, we are going to glue this. And then we're going to cut it. And you can, like all the others, you can stitch on this. Yes, this is right. So you're going to glue this whole thing because this is not, we're not creating the pocket right now. And you want to make sure that you glue pretty well on your, the top part. And then we're going to put this together. Glue pretty well where you know you're gonna take your scissors and you're gonna cut it. And I should have my brayer. My brayer really is my new best friend. Okay, so what you're gonna have is a piece that looks like this, that's your back, and a piece that looks like this. So now you're gonna decide how deep do you want your cut? Because if you look at this, we could have come all the way down here and just had big rolls. You can experiment with that. Maybe take a separate sheet of paper and just kind of experiment with how you like the rolls. But they can be much deeper than this. It depends on how much of your tag you want to show. So yes, we are going to be losing some of these butterflies, but I'm going to eyeball this and just come down. I'm going to come down that far. And then you're going to take a pen, a pencil, something round. Sorry for the noise. I have a dowel in here, and I'm going to use the dowel. And then we're going to roll this. You're just going to take your dowel, and you're just going to start just like this. And you're just going to roll your paper. And you're going to try to roll it as tight as you can. But don't worry about that, because we're going to crease it more with our fingers. So you're going to roll it all the way. You can see where your cut is, the end of your cut, and just kind of pinch it. Pull your dowel out, and you're going to do the same thing to the opposite side. And I can see I can roll this even more, and I'm going to try to do that with my fingers. So you're just going to roll it. Roll it and roll it. And when you clear this part right here, you can push your dowel down just a little bit. Let's see if we have to repeat that. So I think we pretty much can try and do this now with our fingers. And just roll it until you get it to where you really like it, however small you want it. You have to play with it. It's just a little bit fussy, but it will work. And then what I did on the other one, when you get it how you like it, and I think that looks pretty good, then I am going to take this, and once I have this and I'm happy with it, I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to put my glue underneath it like that, and I'm going to glue this down, and I'm going to hold it. You don't have to do this part. You can leave it and just kind of let it do its own thing and be the way that it wants to be. But I like it glued down, and mainly because I know somebody is going to win this, and this is going to go in a manila envelope and be put in the mail. I'm going to warn you right now, whoever is the recipient of this, this may get a little bit flattened. If it does, just go ahead and scrunch it and bring it back to its round self. It should, really shouldn't be a problem. So I'm just going to kind of hold this, and then we'll do the other side. Just want to make sure. See what it'll do? It'll have a tendency to unwind, but it isn't going to go anywhere. See how that stands up so much more than that? And so that is why I went ahead with the glue. So I just pinch it, and then I just stick glue down in there, making sure that glue's coming out, and then I just hold it. And depending upon the glue you use, chances are your glue dries clear, so you don't have to really worry about it. I guess while I'm holding this, I can show you my little, this is my mini scrap box. These are all the scraps that, I mean, you look at this. Normally I would have said, this is just trash, throw it out. And I think what I'm going to do, these are the papers. Okay, here's a little hint for those of you that are interested in my mystery surprise boxes. This is the variety of papers that are in that this month. There are still some of those available in my shop. But yeah, this normally would just be, for me, garbage. I would just throw this in the recyclable container and let it go. But I think what I'm going to do is come on camera and let's take these scraps and let's see what we can do with them. And because it's going to continue to grow if I don't do that, I may end up, if it becomes overwhelming, I will toss it out. And then I've got a box. This box here, and this has my larger scraps. Now I do have a container that holds a lot more than what this is nothing. So it is time to begin doing something with these boxes. If I think if I left the one box with all the little scraps on the floor, the cat might think that that was her new litter. So I have to be very careful. It's like shredded paper. Okay, so then you're gonna have something that looks like this. Just that simple. And we are going to attach that to this, just like that. And there is your pocket. So let's do that. And I will tell you that it was easier to distress the pattern paper before I rolled it than it was after. So you can try both ways and see which way works for you. But I will do it this way, the way that we're doing it right now, because it was easier than trying to get around the roll when it was already attached, rolled. So it is just this simple. There we go, guys. Now I cannot locate where my B, which is this, where my graphic 45B paper was. And so I am going to be using another graphic 45 and the Time to Flourish, April Flourish collection is what I will be using. So let's just go ahead and distress this. But you can see, you can do a lot with this cover. You can go ahead and stitch it. You could put all sorts of things, threads, lace, whatever you wanted over this. So there is that. Now we need a tag. So I am going to take a guess. This is 4 inches. And I am going to say probably, I'm going to start with 3.5, depending upon, I tried to be really careful with my glue, but you never know. So I'm going to start at 3.5 and see if that won't work for a tag. Let's see what that's going to give me. I think it might be just a little bit too, maybe 3, and let's just go 1/8 shy and see what we get. And I am going to guess that the height of this is 6 inches. The height, let's just cut it at maybe, let's start at 6 1/4 and see what that does. So let's see if I can get this whole, what is this, a daffodil, I think. So that's 6, that's going to be 6 1/4. That's going to cut the daffodil off. So let me cut this off. And let's see if I go the other way. 6 1/4, what am I going to get? No, let's cut a tiny bit off of here. And as you can see, here's a scrap. So now let's measure 6 1/4. That's going to give us most of the daffodil. And here's another scrap. So we will be doing something with that. Now, let's see if this will work or if we've got to trim it down. Keeping my fingers crossed. Oh, we did it. Did we do it? Ooh, we're a little bit tight, but it works. Look at that. Yes, it does. We're just a little tight, but it looks great. Now, I did have this, and I think I'm going to go ahead. We are going to make a thing, a little thingy. Here's another scrap right there into the pile. We're going to make a tab. So let's get this down in here and get it over as far as we can because we're going to have another scrap. There we go. There's a scrap. It's just the way it goes. And cute bees on that side. We are going to put that on there. So let's do that. And I think normally I would say I would like these corners rounded. I did not round the other ones, but they're pretty harsh when they're left like this. They're fine. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, glue. Just like that. I think what I'm going to do is just take a little bit off so they're not so harsh. And I'll do the same thing down here. There we go. And if you have a black tip pen, you can easily write over here and you would have no problem with that. Let's go ahead and do what we normally do, which is to just give this a little bit of distressing. Such beautiful, beautiful paper. This is the paper I used in last month's surprise packages, the mystery surprises. And luckily I had just that one page left over, and just some little scraps. So I look forward to doing something with this because it is really beautiful. So here is our pocket made with our index cards. And let's see if we get this in there. It is tight. It will do it. We saw it'll do it. It is. Let's just, sometimes it helps to just give it a little bit of stretch. It wants to go in. see an area here that's pretty white, so let's go ahead and just, there we go. All right, so what are we going to do to the front? There's just so many options. This one, because I wanted to hide where the end of our cut is right there, I had grabbed a Tim Holtz flower and I had fussy cutted. This is from the Graphic 5 collection. I do have Tim Holtz butterflies I brought over. So let's see if we can find something here that might look really good. I mean, it would be really cute just like that. I could pop it up. That's really cute. Let's see what else we have. I want to be very cautious because, like I said, this one is going to go in the mail. And so if I have too much height, we're going to be in trouble. I've been told before that I've had to pay more because they've told me this is too thick. That's pretty. That's pretty. That might be pretty. All right, let's look at these and let's choose one of these. I kind of want to go big because it's making a statement and I like that. So let's see if we can decide on one of these. So here is the red one. No. And what I'm noticing as I'm putting these down is that it is covering up all the other butterflies. So do I really want to do that? Do I really want to cover all the other butterflies? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't want to do that. I think I might go ahead. Let's pull out. I did like the green, but let's look at our flowers. And I've got those just right here. Let's look at these. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I am moving the camera, and I apologize for that. I don't want anything too big because I don't want to hide the butterflies, but I would like to hide. That works. Here's one that's darker that I think might look better. This one might be better, and it is. Okay, let's do that. We know we want that, and that's okay. That's better. Let's do that. Okay, let's put this away. So I'm not playing with it anymore. We've decided. Now, do we want string? Why not? Let me get my string. Where are you? And this technically isn't string, it is upholstery thread. It's so fun to work with upholstery thread. It's thicker, and it comes in all different colors, so it's fun to play with. Let's see if I can kind of knot this because it wants to go all over. And then just kind of play with it. So let's put down, I am going to put this way because I don't want to lose that butterfly right there. So let's get some glue on here. And we don't have to take it all the way to the top because it is going to be somewhat elevated like that. And then we are going to put a dab down here for our thread. There we go. So our granddaughter has a play that she's in tonight that we're going to be going to. So it's going to be fun. Okay, and then we've got this guy here. Give him just a little bend. And because I created a knot, let's go the other way. Let's go this way. Because I created a knot, I think we'll go that way. So we've got just a little bit of thickness there. So let's get this placed. I think he will look good right there. And then while I hold this down for a second, let me see if I can get this jewelry into my bottle here. Might as well try to do two things at once, but it's not working. Of course it isn't. I left this off for too long and now it doesn't want to go in there. So thank you for your patience. There we go. Are we in there? Yes, we are. There we go. Okay, and I think I am going to give this away today. So somebody is going to be winning this. It is about time. So that is what we did. I'm not going to take the tag out because it is tight. It will come out, but I'm not going to take it out. So here is my week, I think 21 index card. This one is the giveaway. This one is mine. I will write on this one. And yeah, let's do the giveaway, guys. So I heard from 2 people last week. And so there is one that I did not hear from. So what's going to happen with that? This one I did not hear from. This was April Storm. So I won't put April's name back in today, but April's name will go back in. And let's go ahead and draw for this one because this is a no-show. So this had the really, really pretty die cut with the tag, and I went ahead and did kind of a shaker card, and these 2 hearts here are from handmade paper. So really, really cute. Let's draw for that. We have all these names here, so I'm going to put them off to the side so I can't see them. And this one, let's move these out of the way. This card then will go to Loretta Taylor. So Loretta, get in touch with me. You can message me through Facebook, Charlotte Peterson. You can go ahead and get in touch with me, message me through Etsy, and I will get this in the mail to you. So congratulations. And then the 3 that I have are, the first one will be these here. They were made with doilies, and this one is written on. This was week 7, so this one I will keep. And this one is the giveaway. It has die cut hearts. I made a like kind of a tussy-mussy with a doily, and then there's some really cute string down here, and then it's backed with really pretty paper. So this one will go to, hopefully I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, will go to Ann Kathy. So congratulations, Ann, please get in touch with me. And then we have, the next week was, oh, I loved these, the paper dolls. These actually are not Tim Holtz paper dolls. They're called Tim Holtz baseboards. And this one is the one that I had written on. So this little cutie patootie, look at that. Isn't that just so pretty? And it is a pocket. You can journal on the back of this, and here is your tag right here. This is made with, I think it's Prima, and it's called Lavender. So this is as cute as can be. And this, the winner of this is Crafty Cat. So Crafty Cat, I know you, you know me, so you know what you have to do. All right, then there is one more, and that is, you know, it's funny because even just going back this far, this probably takes us into, this was the week 9, this was February. You know, I look at them and I think you know, when I see them, I'm like, oh, I remember making this, but yeah, I totally forgot. So this one's written on, so this one I will keep. And then what this is, and I left all the strings on. If you're not a string fan, please feel free to cut them off. I will never know. Here is where you're going to journal. And I use, this is Prima paper. I'm pretty sure this is Prima. Yes, this is Prima paper. Is it called Love? Oh my goodness. I can't remember. Everybody's probably pretty familiar with this though. And I think this is Tim Holtz. And there was another index card so that you can write on the back of this. And I'm pretty sure this will go through the mail with this with no trouble at all. So this cutie pie will go to, hopefully you are watching. This Laura, I think it's Claiborne. It's Claiborne. So Laura, please, if you're watching, this is yours. And guys, you know, I know sometimes it's hard to be watching, and when your name's not pulled, I am going to put this one back in now. When your name's not pulled, you're like, oh, but listen, we have all year. This is all year. This is going to go up until the very last week of 2021. So don't worry about that. Don't get upset. Don't get depressed, whatever you do. Please, please, because this is supposed to be fun. This is not supposed to be stressful. Now, right here, this cute piece of glue jewelry. Let's go ahead and see where this is going. And Carolyn Shanks. Oh, Carolyn, I know you can use this. Carolyn had injured herself. She's doing very, very well, but I know that this is going to be, put a smile on Carolyn's face. So Carolyn, you know what, I think Carolyn's, I want to say she's up in Washington State. I think, I'm not positive. You know, I chat with so many people and they tell me their states and I think I can remember and then I get it wrong. Like Taddy Treasures, I said she was in Canada. She's not in Canada. As soon as I said it, I thought she's in the UK. I knew she was in the UK. But anyway, yeah, so guys, this was it. I hope that if you have index cards, you can make this. It doesn't have to be, your index cards don't have to be 4x6. They can be the smaller ones. As a matter of fact, the smaller ones would probably be so cute. You know, anything mini and tiny is just as cute as can be. We are going to get back to work on our Artie Mae's design team project, and then we are going to see if we can't do something with all these scraps that I have. So guys, another great video for me. It was a lot of fun. I hope it was fun for you. Have a really, really wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.